Hey, what's up guys? Mass Mechanics here and welcome back to the channel. Last video we left you guys off where we pulled our transmission out, and as you can see we got our converter underground, exhaust, all that stuff, and the transmission's in the back there. So this video we're going to see what the difference is, or if there is any, because this is a 4L60, not the E, but a 60, and then we're going to be putting a 700R4 in from TCI, and we're going to see if anything's different, if there's any issues, and hopefully it goes right in, and we shouldn't have any trouble at all, and we can rip it down the road. Our drive shafts are all ready, as you can see, so let's get after it. Well, we finally got something that came in the mail. Here it is, as you can see. A nice setup here, ready to go. Got the matching converter, we got the fluid, brand new TCI tranny, ready to go. And that'll handle our small block without any issue. I could handle a big block, honestly. So this will be plenty good for many years to come of us hammering on this poor little truck and having a good time with it and enjoying it, and it could even be harvested for any other projects down the road, because this thing's probably going to last a long time. We got our beefy tranny jack that I wish I had when I pulled the old one out. That would have been nice, instead of balancing it on a piece of wood and the jack. That was fun. I had enough, so that's why I picked this one up. And we got our fluid. This is all our sheet. It's not bad. It came with some decent stuff this time. We got a few of the seals and stuff. I know this one goes on the torque converter adapter, the transfer case adapter. That's where that one goes. And then this is your dipstick one. I'm not quite sure on that one. I have to look. And that one either. Probably something to do with the transfer case. I'll have to take a peek again, but yeah, it looks all pretty good. I'm gonna open up all this plastic wrap and I'll let you guys take a closer look. Here's the tranny all unwrapped. It looks pretty good. Got some nice fittings there to work with so we can get our lines hooked up. Inspection stickers and all that good stuff. Got our TV cable here. It's got to go right here. So we got a brand new one from TCI right here. So we're going to hook this guy up. We'll get that done. Then we got to figure out the length of that so we can get it somewhat close. So once the thing is ready to go in, all we have to do is set up the linkage on the carburetor and set the length, and we'll be in business. Because you need to have that TV cable on these 700s to have them work properly. Otherwise you'll burn the things up pretty quick. So get that done. And then we also have this guy here. This is a converter. I already filled it with the TCI fluid. About a quart I put in. I put a full quart in. I might top it off a little bit more, but I don't want to go too much and just have it pour everywhere. So, got that out. I'm going to clean this off here with like brake clean or something, because it's kind of sticky from adhesive. Don't even know what it is. And then grease it a little bit so that way it doesn't tear up the new seal. And then once it's on the jack and we get it close, I can slide that in and it'll find its final home. So we'll get that done and keep moving along in this project. Well, here's our S10 again with our brand new tranny installed. Like my normal fashion, I jumped ahead quite a bit, but in my defense, it's been 27 degrees in this garage while I'm working, so it's not the most fun experience. If you can imagine, I just want to get it done, and filming's not my #1 priority. I'll go under the truck here and I'll show you what it looks like under there, and then we'll get it running and take it for a ride. Well, now we're underneath the truck here. We got our new cross member in. Before I just don't know if I ever got to show it to you guys. And there's our new tranny mount that I got. Still using the original transfer case. This is I think it's a 231, but it's the full manual one, so there's no electronics on it at all besides the speed sensor. So that's pretty good. Makes it easy to do the swap. We got our brand new transmission here that you guys saw on the ground last time. Got our exhaust all back together. There's our front drive shaft. Worked out good. I had to do a little clearancing on it because it was just a little tight because it's quite an angle here, but so far so good. It seems to work and not shake, so that's good because it spins all the time, so if there's a big shake you would notice right away. It's a pretty good view over here. Pretty soon we'll get on that car. I haven't been on it a lot because I've been really busy with a few other projects going on, but we'll get back to it. Plus, we waited on parts forever, and then I kind of just was tied up with everything else while that was sitting there waiting. So, we're on to this thing, and this is about done. You can see the exhaust is right there. Our drive shaft in, and like I said, she's ready to go. So let me fire it up and drive it out of here and see how everything works. Got gears, so that's good. Try and drive this thing out of here. Yeah, having a forward gear is a good thing, and having reverse is good. Tight quarters around here. It made it out under its own power. So let me make sure there's no issues, and then I will get out and go for a drive. Alright, well, as you can see, it's running and raining, but feels a lot better. No more slipping. Before I'd hit the gas like that, and it would just make noise, and it wouldn't change speed. It was pretty bad. It was on its way out the door, so finally it blew apart, and that was the end of it. So now you get to actually enjoy this thing a little bit. It is running good, I have to say. I gotta put some tape over that engine light thing because half the sensors, not sensors, but half the wiring is not on, like for all the TBI stuff. That's why the engine light's there. But in reality, the computer is running everything it needs to run. So we're in business. Now we are good for the winter. Well, we went on our maiden voyage with it, as you saw. It went really well, no problems. I might do a little bit of TV cable adjustment, but that's about it. It felt really good. Park wasn't there, unfortunately. I wasn't able to put it in the park. So I went down under the truck and adjusted it. I'll show you real quick how to do that on these old trucks. It takes about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes at most. See if I can get some light on it for you. Here we go. So, this is your old style linkage here. Let me see if I can, sorry about the light, guys. There it is, old style linkage right on the transmission, brand new nut on there. So this right here is your arm that goes all the way up to the shifter on the column. This arm. And this is a slip collar piece right here. Right there. So you loosen that nut, then you can slide it up the shaft or down the shaft to get the lever to line up with the numbers and stuff on the column. And that way you can make it have the gears in the right spot. And like me, park was past the point at the column could go, so I could never get the thing in the park. It was basically starting partially in reverse. So now it's lined up and there's no problem. It's just because everything got moved around. It wasn't quite exactly where it needed to be with the new transmission. Even though it's the same style transmission, there's always little variances like that, especially with old worn-out junk like this. So that's why they put adjustment in it. So it's a real simple adjustment. So if you have any problems, that's how you do it. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I appreciate it. This project's come a long, long way since we first started it. It was really a junker when we got it, so I'm glad we were able to rebuild it and bring it back to life. That's for sure. So, please guys like and subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate to grow and get this channel up and running the right way so we can really enjoy it and bring some great content for you guys. And you can also check us out on Instagram before we even put stuff out here for video wise. You can see it on Instagram, so you can check it out there. And we are the Mass Mechanics.